With the World Leaders Summit finished, most heads of state and government are now homeward bound, leaving behind delegations of diplomats to begin the real work of COP26, which is to determine what exactly countries can and are willing to do to rapidly reduce greenhouse gas emissions. And money is one of the core issues to be tackled. Stepping out on the Finance Day at the conference, the UK Chancellor of the Exchequer says increased public investment, mobilizing private finance, and rewiring the entire global financial system for net zero are needed steps to accelerating climate actions. He also acknowledges that the G20 countries know the impact of the double tragedy of COVID-19 and climate change on developing countries and are now committing to fulfilling their promises.
That's why the G20 is stepping up to provide debt treatments more swiftly. It's why the IMF are providing a new $650 billion allocation of special drawing rights. And it's why we're going to meet the target to provide $100 billion of climate finance to developing countries. And while we know we are not yet meeting it soon enough, we will work closely with developing countries to do more and to reach the target sooner.
Developed countries have always failed to step up to their commitment. The president of the African Development Bank did not fail to call them out on this.
The $100 billion per year promise of developed countries are simply like lifeboats for developing countries, so they do not drown in the face of existential threats of climate change. Promises made must become promises kept. As we look to COP27 in Africa, let's make sure that promises made right here in Glasgow are fully kept.
To some, the success here in Glasgow will be judged on how much negotiators stand with vulnerable people who suffer most from the impact of climate change.
If there is no stream of finance that is now provided to developing countries and vulnerable people, we will call COP26 a failure.
6 years ago, Paris set the destination. The call now is for Glasgow to deliver the money. From the venue of COP26 in Glasgow, Ayola Kasim, Channels Television News.